Hello, and welcome to this week's brand new podcast episode where I'll be sharing with you 3 ways you can finish this year strong to have a stronger 2025 in your holistic business. My name is Supriya, your holistic business and marketing coach, and here I help you align your business for calm and profitability. So, today's podcast episode is all about what's happening right now this month. And if you're running a holistic business, then you don't want to miss this. I don't know about you, but I have been on a journey of personal development for as long as I can remember. And on this journey, something that I became clearly aware of is once you enter the journey of doing it for yourself, like self-employment or running a small business or being a solopreneur or holistic service provider, all of this sort of thing needs us to keep learning new things and growing. So my intention today is to help you connect with your role as a solopreneur, to be someone that is growth oriented, that is going to start 2025 knowing exactly what they're doing, and also finish 2024 knowing what caused whatever results you created in 2024. And with that, what I mean by that is when we set off on this journey to serve others, live life on our own terms, and also, take power back from whatever we were unconsciously suck the power out of us, is this knowing that karma, cause and effect, is always at play, which is if there is a result that we like or we don't like, it has been caused by something before it. So we actually get to take our power back by just one thing, and that is look at what we can control. And if you've been on this channel for a while, you would know that when we talk about taking back control or looking at what we can control, we're always talking about our inner self, ourself. Because outside of us, whatever is happening outside of you, it's out of your control. Whatever you can control is only you. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're doing. And with that, I want to preface that what I'm going to share with you, the 3 strategies that I'm going to share with you, is your way to do that, is your way to empower yourself to know exactly what are the causalities of the results that you created. Now, unlike many, a lot of people did really well this year. I'm not just talking about sales numbers. Growth happens in many ways, especially when you look at your business in a holistic way. Growth is happening in many dimensions. And in coaching language, we call this multiplistic growing. And that means you're not just working on one goal, meaning you're not just working on your health, or you're not just working on your business, you're not just working on your relationship. It's happening all at the same time. Perhaps the degree or intensity that you're going to focus in on it is varied. But if you look at your life generally, whether you are conscious of it or not, it's happening all at the same time. And as much as I'd like to say to myself that, oh, I'm excellent at, my health or my business or my marketing or my relationships, there's always an area that I can improve on. And I know this deep down, you know this. And this is where that awareness of the fact that you have the desire to be doing better is what lets you know that you're on this journey. My grandmother once shared with me that, the reason why we're all here is because of desire. She said it in Bengali, which is our mother tongue, and it stuck to me. Anytime I look at my own experiences, when I see that I'm lacking desire, I can tell that, there's some sort of an imbalance. There's some sort of a thing that I'm avoiding, because as long as you're alive, there is desire, and this natural cause and effect principle is at play. And we can look at what's happening currently to be able to change the future, to be able to change the trajectory in which we go. So if you've had a terrific year, what you want to do is you want to repeat certain things that you did really well so that you can cut out more work out of your plate in the coming year. And like many, they may not have done so well. Maybe you as well, you may not have felt like you had your best year. Then you get a chance to review, you get a chance to take power back and set off on a trajectory where you are empowered, you're consciously deciding on putting in the actions that count. Because one of the telltale signs of a good leader is they learn from their failures. They embrace making mistakes, and then they put their action behind the lessons, right? Lessons are important. No book, no coach, no mentor can actually give you your lessons. You are the one who gets to follow your own experiential lessons to your greatest success. So let's start with strategy number 1 to 3. So I'll just quickly give you a brief on what these three strategies are. Strategy 1 is learning to look at your business like you would look at your own health. Learning to have a strategy to follow when it comes to marketing and selling versus just doing what everybody else is doing. And last one is following a map that is aligned to your business's vision, values, and goals. So these 3 things, if you do them, can you see where you might end up next year at the same time? Versus perhaps just going on as you have been going with the experiences that you've been having. Even if you had a good year, and this is coming from my personal business experience, even when you have a great year, if you don't actually become aware and cut the guff out, without that awareness, without that planning, without that strategy in place to double down on what's working and let the rest go to advance on your journey, I will guarantee you that you'll end up working even harder to create a great result. The reason is, when you are not aware of the strategy, when you're not aware of what it is that caused the success, okay, to the detail that you need to know so that you can replicate it over and over and over again, that's when you end up working the hardest. That's when you are sort of reinventing the wheel over and over again and adding more to your plate, which inevitably is going to drain you of your passion, drain you of your energy, even if you are making more money. And that is not what we do here at Holistic Business and Life Mastery. What we do here is we learn to become a thriving leader. We learn to become an empowered leader who wants a lifestyle, who wants the business to work for them. Yeah. So if that's you, stick around. So strategy number one, as I was mentioning, is learning to look at your business in a holistic way. And one of the things that I often see struggling entrepreneurs do is that, first of all, one of the biggest things that they forget is their business is a ecosystem of processes. And because they're working a lot inside it, meaning serving clients, thinking of selling, thinking of doing things, and they're doing everything together all in one day, the lines get very blurry for them. So it sort of all becomes one thing. When a holistic business is actually very different parts. Recently, I posted the 8 dimensions that we help you tap into to learn how to improve the performance of your business in a holistic way. Because when you look at your own body, right, when you say I'm healthy or unhealthy, how do you base that in, judgment? How do you base that opinion of yourself? That's when you're going to look into what's making you say you're unhealthy or healthy. It's not just how much you weigh, is it? No, because how do you know your body weight is healthy or unhealthy? The question of health always comes down to analyzing and looking at the body in a holistic way, such as, how's the digestive system working? Okay, like if we're going into Ayurveda, everything starts off in the digestive system. And yeah, you may argue with me on that, but just like you, I also used to argue points, and then I also got taught, yeah, it does all start in the digestive system. Then, how's your immune system? Then, how is your cardiac system? How's your cardio system? Forgetting the name of it for some reason. But yeah, the respiratory system, how's the respiratory system functioning? So each system, the master system, the nervous system, yeah, everything functioning together optimally gives you the result of your health accumulatively. Now, when you look at the 11 systems in the body, that's when you start to see that some of the imbalances in your body, and I'm using this metaphor to help you understand business, it works very similarly. And in that way, if you look at each system, there are master systems like the nervous system, but the nervous system usually gets imbalanced from certain other factors. So the cause of a good nervous system, cause of a poor nervous system, to improve nervous system health, we need to look at the causalities. And we set that as a goal. We can set that as a goal to work on over how long? 90 days is said to be a great period of time to collect enough data with consciously planned action. That's when you know whether something is working or not. We cannot just do something for 3 days or 3 weeks and go, well, that's working or that's not. You may feel the effect of it, but soon after receiving one glimpse of it, a lot of people they go, right, now I can just relax and not do it. 90 days is scientifically proven to be something that becomes an unconscious pattern in you, a subconscious pattern in you. So you actually shift from where you used to be or who you used to be to the next version of yourself through doing something for 90 days consciously. So when you have this awareness of what's causing the outcome, okay, and you then implement that lesson as a 90-day plan, can you imagine what sort of quick change but deep change you can create from that sort of insight? So for business, in my holistic business and life mastery month program, this month I'm running a free webinar on helping you complete a holistic business performance assessment. We just ran the first sessions this week, okay? And people that attended, they're going to attend again next week. And yes, I'm running these weekly at the same time every week. I'm showing up for those of you that are interested in learning what's the cause of whatever result you have created through your business activities so far. If you're interested in that, again, click the link in the description. It's www.supriyar.com/business trainings. That's where you go up and sign up for completing a holistic business performance assessment. And that's where you're going to be able to have a look at your business just like how you would look at your health. Because what I want for you is that you develop a business that is going to support a lifestyle that gives you work-life balance. Unlike a very commercial business, which, is producing larger amounts of product services, you may not have that amount of resources to give. So it only makes sense for you to be more effective with what you do have, to make informed decisions, to change or keep the strategies that are working or not working for you in the coming year. When I speak of resources, I speak of your mental, physical, and emotional energy. Then I speak of your financial energy. And finally, I'm speaking about your passion. So that's what I would love to invite you into. It's free, it's risk-free. Come into a room full of other entrepreneurs that are as excited and enthusiastic about building their business, making informed decisions on what strategies apply to them. And I also share with you tools that I charge money for. I actually get paid to do this work. And I'm sharing this because I want a community full of holistic business owners that are doing really well, so we can together change the narrative of the industry. So what's strategy number 2? Strategy number 2 is knowing how to use organic marketing strategies to make sales, even while you sleep. As a small business owner, why do you feel you find it challenging to attract new clients or enroll new clients into your business? Just take a pause and have a think about it. There's actually no right or wrong answers. Some of the reasons that my previous clients have told me is, I don't believe I have the right strategy. Another could be that the platform that I've been using, I'm doing all the things everyone else is doing, but I'm not seeing the results. I'm not seeing the returns on my investment. Someone else has shared that, all the wrong people are engaging with me. Even bots are engaging with me on my posts, etc. So what sort of challenges are you facing that are letting you know, look, you're finding it difficult to find your clients because of such and such reasons? I used to think that I sucked at marketing, that I had to become a marketing agency or professional to be a good marketer. So have a look at how you think, what you're experiencing, what your experience is teaching you as a lesson to letting you know why you're not attracting new customers easily. And when you can diagnose yourself or diagnose your business of what the reason is in your own perspective, that's when you're going to be able to look for the solution. So this is something that you must learn about anytime you're consuming information about how to improve your marketing and sales. Let's face it, I actually attended a training myself this week on financial, strategy on how to do pricing based on your bottom line, how to look at your profitability or profit margins to be able to do a pricing strategy using that. Now, this is for businesses that are looking at increasing their profit margin through analyzing whatever's happening in their business at the moment. So when I went to that training, I realized that the pricing strategies we teach you are congruent with that. It's just that what I learned through this is to create results like sales, you first need efficiency. You need to be efficient in all ways possible to be able to generate those clients that you're really dying to work with. Okay, you really want those clients, though something is blocking it. And the misunderstanding that we have is, that we need to be better, we need to do better, we need to be something that we're not. That's the misunderstanding. A better way of thinking is that person that you want to serve or the people that you want to serve. So just this week's training and I've had people with marketing backgrounds work with me on their business. And I heard it again. People do marketing courses. They could have graduated from a bachelor's degree on marketing and business. But the space that a coach and a mentor can hold for you to tap into your inner knowing that understands the value that you actually share, if you're unconscious of that, can you imagine what your efforts of marketing are resulting in? It's like you're disconnected from the value. So how can you expect others to see the value that you bring? I'm sharing something that I've gone deeper into in my second training, which is called Finding New Customers Using Organic Strategies. And I share with you 4 organic strategies, and I give you reasons why you should do those 4 over everything else. Organic strategies are looking at doing marketing that is natural, not manipulation, not coercing, not, trying to fake it or trying to make other people believe that they need something that they don't. And I go into sharing about why you're having such a big problem attracting those clients right now. Right? So If that's resonating with you, I would love to invite you to the second training, which is what I just mentioned, finding new customers through organic sales strategies. And again, it's available for you to register through the link www.supriyar.com/business trainings. So wonderful things start to happen when you know your own value, when you know who you are as a brand, who you are as a professional, and people resonate with that. And people, just not everybody, but the people that you're here to truly serve. And then, that's when you have data. That's when you have data. Like, unless you're doing it, you don't know what people want. You don't know what to do. Biggest mistakes that I've made have become like lifelong lessons that I never do anymore. I'm not just creating programs anymore because I have this special knowledge. No, nobody cares how much knowledge I have. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, even after you've invested maybe years, lots of time, energy, money into your studies to develop yourself. But when it comes to serving communities, serving people, serving others, it's great that you are a professional with lots of qualifications, but we need to become great at marketing. We need to become skilled in having an awareness of the value we give. And I'm going to break it to you, ChatGPT will not give you the answers if you haven't done this deeper level of inner work. So the cause is you doing the inner work to know what you're looking for. Then ChatGPT can speed up that process of giving you all the answers that are available, okay? So that was a master tip for you. Third strategy to finish this year strong and start next year very powerfully is following a roadmap. Have you ever wondered, when are you going to know what to do when you wake up? Like, when's that day going to come when you feel like, fuck, I know exactly what I've got to do today. And some of those days will be, oh, yay, I've got a day off. I don't have anything to do today. And then I can go to the beach when everyone's working. Don't you want a life where you can do that? When was the last time you knew that, you know what, today you don't just have to create work. Your work is done and you can actually take time off to do whatever else you want to do. That shift happened for me when I started following a proven roadmap. The roadmap makes you sit down and align things to your values, vision, and goals. You may not want to go to the beach. Okay, you may want more time to just relax, or you may want more time to do other things. When I got introduced to doing things this way, I finally leveled up. It had already been 7 to 8 years where I wasn't really leveling up in my expertise. Okay, I wasn't really leveling up and giving myself the permission to show up as an authority. 8 years is not short. There are 3-month-old, there are people that are getting two months or 1 month certifications and showing up and making more money than a lot of people. The reasons are different, but again, are you seeing yourself in a broader perspective where your growth also matters? Because your business cannot grow without you growing. So having that roadmap to follow step by step which matches where you're at, or which facilitates for you to also grow up into the version of you that you're proud of being, for your brand, for your business to grow. And by the way, what I don't mean is now you need to show up as a face of your brand or in the public. No, that's not what I mean. But I'm sure the reason why you chose to be a business owner or self-employed is so that you have that authority in your life, being able to write your own terms. How do you do that without personal power, without growth? How do you do that? You can't, right? So that's the level of thinking and implementation that you need to be able to create change within a period of time that you wouldn't even think you could, you know? So your time management becomes efficient by having something to follow instead of just figuring things out every day in and out. It gives you more flexibility. It gives you um, more bandwidth to solve bigger levels of problems, more complexity you can handle, because now you have that clarity about what truly matters, what truly doesn't, and aligning everything to match your strengths and weaknesses. So things that don't normally get done will get done. Things that get done and suck up your energy perhaps can be automated, and things that need improvement can get improved with a special focus on what stays and what goes, and just takes you to that next level six-figure business. And by the way, you might be thinking, well, I've already made my six figures. Can I ask you how you did it? And most of you, if you haven't had a roadmap to follow, six figures is not a very hard number to make if you work day and night, if you work a lot. So I have been honored with very many one-person businesses who have made $300,000-$400,000 in brick and mortar style business, in-person businesses, service-based businesses, product-based businesses, and they're fully burnt out when they come to me. One of the reasons they come to me is that they are lacking that vision for the next level. Yeah, the ego comes in and says, yeah, well, if I've done this there, then I can do it again. I'm sorry, though, the ego is a hindrance at that point. It's like, I compare it to a spiritual ego. When I remember when I was deep inside my spiritual journey, part of the stubbornness that comes up is that, no, I am self-sufficient. You go on this solo journey where you get really stubborn about, holding on to this new identity of being someone that's like that. But unfortunately, again, that is attachment. And any kind of attachment then becomes a block, a roadblock. So I actually can help you see where you are on your roadmap and what you need to do next to be able to remove that roadblock so that you can take your business to a place where it's repeatable because you followed some strategies and steps that are in the sequence, almost like baking a cake where, if you bake at the first, you can't bake first. You've got to mix everything in. You've got to crack the egg, then you got to put it in, then you put the sugar in, then you put the flour and milk and everything and butter, mix it, settle it for a while, then you butter the tin, then there's a sequence on order to doing things. There's measurements in place. You're checking things. And that's how you can look at the way you can do this thing, and then you get to review what you did, and you get to fix only what is needed to be fixed, not everything, not start over again. I remember I was starting over and over and over again. And how you know you're starting over and over again is because you're creating more and more programs and products and all that, because you're looking at yourself. You're thinking that it's you. That's the problem, that you're not qualified enough. You're not giving enough value. No, it's because you're not following a roadmap for your business. It's because you're not looking at your business as a business. You're looking at your business as to be you. Okay, so how can you get into this? Well, again, there's a free training on this called the 100K year. If you'd like to know the systems to build a 100K business that you can rinse and repeat, then create multiple six figures with the process that I shared with you, then come along to the third training. Then that's the third training, free, running every week of this month as part of the initiative that I've joined, partnering with New South Wales government, running business trainings for anyone and everyone that's in business. Would you like to come along? Then follow the link to www.supriyar.com/business trainings. It's also linked in the descriptions. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. So what we've covered today is 3 strategies to help you finish 2024 really well informed, to be able to change strategies in an informed way, to be able to double down on your marketing and make your marketing efficient to create and generate the sales that you want, as well as looking at following a roadmap so that as you move on your journey, you're not having to stop and start everything over and over again. You can keep building on the strong foundations and make the slight changes based on results regularly. So sign up for these free trainings so that you can build the business of your dreams. You can make more money in the next 12 months and also work with your dream clients. That's my wish for you. Okay, so that's it for today. I've loved being here. And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will bring up this screen for you now, just so you know what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. The screen is, it's got 3 business trainings, and you would visit and you just press the register now button, and it'll take you to fill in your details, and you can select a time and date that you're available on. And what I noticed this week is actually some of the people from the first training is going to come again next week, because in the holistic business assessment, there's we talk about the different dimensions of our business. So when we look at each dimension, different insights come up. So take advantage. Okay, that's it for today. I trust this has been of value. I'm looking forward to bringing you more goodness in the following weeks, and have a nice weekend.